Today we're going to be talking about the difference between competition shooting and self-defense shooting, also the similarities between the two. Now, I've been shooting competitively for almost 10 years, and I've spent the past 7 years as a police officer. 6 of that was spent on the SWAT team, our version of the SWAT team, and I've had the opportunity to train with some of the top shooters in both the competitive world and the tactical world. Now I get to train both sides of the aisle and have a lot of fun doing it. Now, most new gun owners are going to start off with some target practice or plinking, if you will, just to have fun and get familiar with how their guns work, which is great. But once you get beyond that, you have two distinct roads to choose. Extreme accuracy, where time is not an issue and we're just trying to put the most accurate rounds on target as possible, or practical shooting. And that's where we have to take time into account, because whether you're going down the defensive road or down the competition road, either way, time is a factor. We need to be able to put accurate rounds on target as quickly as possible. Now, the main thing that changes between the two different practical shooting disciplines, defensive or competition, is gear and the mindset that you use to train. Now, that being said, you could always use your self-defense gear in a competition, or if the need arises, you can use your competition setup in a self-defense situation. Hopefully that never happens, but it's always good to have that option out there. Either way, the fundamentals are the same. Now, when you're training for self-defense, you want to make sure that you're putting yourself in the mindset that getting accurate shots on target as quickly as possible could be the difference between you saving your life or the life of a loved one. It's really important to start thinking that way, because as we start to push into the fundamentals and the actual application of those fundamentals, you want to be aware of targets, the target that you're shooting at, what's in front of it and what's beyond it. That way you don't inadvertently injure an innocent bystander or someone who's not involved in the situation at all. Also, we want to start working on drills that are going to elevate our heart rate, start giving us a little bit of adrenaline, because as we start to develop our skills on the fundamental side of things, elevation of heart rate, your breathing, your adrenaline all impact your dexterity and how you respond to the trigger, the recoil, etc. We want to make sure all of those things are locked in, and then push ourselves to get out of our comfort zone by, again, running, doing workout, putting yourself into situations on the range that are safe, but also going to push you again out of your comfort zone. That's the main thing. Now, when it actually comes to shooting quickly and accurately, no one does it better than competition shooters. That's why across the board, top tier elite units like Navy SEALs, Special Forces, SWAT teams from all around the world reach out to competition shooters to help them train their firearm skills. Tactics aside, the shooting itself, the fundamentals of putting rounds on target quickly, get refined more so in competition than any other space out there. There are a ton of different competitions out there that are available for new shooters like yourself that can get into it without a whole lot of gear, without a whole lot of training, that will help you actually work on your fundamentals in a way that you've never experienced before. It's going to help you push your limits. It's going to help you really focus on what you need to train on the practicality side of what works and what doesn't, right? So I want to encourage you to make sure that you go out there and try that. And even if your focus is on the self-defense side, the tactical side, if you will, you should still try to push the fundamentals of shooting as hard as you can so that you are most prepared when that time arises. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always available on Instagram, Facebook, email, on my website, multiple ways to reach out to me, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Anyway, hope to see you guys on the range.